Hi, everybody. I want to go through some of this lab with you, layers of Earth. It gives us this diagram of Earth's interior, and we have these different layers, A, B, C, and D. And then we have some information that we need to find. So in order to do this, we need page 10 of the reference table, and it's called Inferred Properties of Earth's Interior. And there's a lot of information on this one, and it can be confusing. So let's go through it a little bit. This is a portion of the Earth, like if someone cut it in half, took a cross section, and then took a quarter of that. And you can see there's North America, and then the two oceans on either side. And then we have all this stuff in here. So at the very center of the Earth, you can see there's the inner core, and the outer core, the mantle, and then the crust at the end. On the right, if we need density, that's going to be all these values right there. And if you take any of these dotted lines, you can see the mantle start here and end here. The outer core would start there and end there. The inner core from here over, and then the crust at the very edge. Now, if we want to know the pressure or the temperature, we would take one of these and just follow it down. So wherever this meets the solid line of the pressure graph, we would just go over and see it's about 1.5 or so. Or if we need temperature, we'd follow this down to this one. And wherever that meets, that's your temperature. So let's do B. So B right here, that's our outer core. So let's find the density. So here's our outer core right there, there to there. And we can see our density is 9.9 to 12.2. And we have grams per cubic centimeter right there. So let's put that in the table. Grams cubic centimeter. Now for thickness, we'll want to know the range of the boundaries and what depth each one falls at. So we're going to find the topmost boundary here, the outer core. And it's this line. We're going to follow it all the way down to depth. So is this one right here. Follow this down. And you can see it's a little less than 3,000. So I'm going to say 2,950. So 2,950 kilometers down. And it goes all the way until, well, it goes from here to here. So let's follow that one down. And we get a little more than 5,000. So 5,050. Now the table is asking for the thickness. So we'll have to just make this little calculation. I get 2,100. 2,100 kilometers. That's the thickness of the outer core. Then the depth to the topmost boundary. Well, we said this would be the topmost boundary, right? While the other side would be the innermost. So which value is this? That would have been 2,950. And then for solid or liquid, we'll have to look at this one down here. So remember the outer core is that one and that one. Let's follow it down. And we can see here in green is the melting point. and the interior temperature is the solid. So all of this falls above the melting point. So it's a higher temperature than the melting point. So believe it or not, the outer core is actually a liquid. Okay, so that's how you do the table. Now, what if it asks at what pressure is 4,000 kilometers down? Well, I would start here, and I would see 4,000. I'd follow this line all the way up to where it meets this solid line right there. And then I'm just going to read left. And I get a little less than 2.5. So I would say the pressure would be 2.3 million atmospheres. And if it wants temperature of the top boundary of the mantle, so the top of the asthenosphere, let's see. I'd follow that down until it meets the temperature line here. And I get a little over 1,000 degrees Celsius. All right, so that's how you do most of these questions. So let me know if you have any questions. Have a good day.